Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the co-owner and creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about what to do when somebody flakes twice in a row in the dating phase of a relationship. So, this is a question I have from one of our members inside of the Personal Development School. And as you guys know, like each week I'll go through and take some questions from the forum and post them as YouTube videos on here. And this question was saying that they were dating in the dating phase of a relationship. They were talking to somebody, they were like sort of building this connection. They hadn't met yet in person. And both times they had met, they had talked on the phone, they had talked over Zoom, I believe, or Skype or whatever it might be. And before the person met, they canceled the first time. They had a pretty good excuse. Then they canceled the second time. And the person was asking what to do. My honest opinion is you do not continue the relationship at all. And the only dynamic that would be appropriate for continuing the relationship is if the person turns around after you end communication and say that it's not going to work. If the person goes out of their way to say, I'm so sorry, they own what's going on, they apologize, and then they go out of their way to put the effort to come to you, go to the restaurant down your street or send you flour or whatever it might be. Okay. Male or female, right? So just to overextend themselves to basically help equilibrate the dynamic. Now, why do I say this? Because what you see is what you're going to get. And I would say that there are less times than I can count on one hand and I've seen hundreds of people. I was seeing like 40 clients a week for a very long time. I've seen a lot, maybe thousands of people. I don't even know. I've never really sat down to calculate it, but tons of people. And that doesn't even include PDS members, people I've spoken to in workshops. I've heard so many different stories from different attachment styles. If you are in the early phase of a relationship, you haven't seen the person yet, and the person cancels twice, it's just going to be a pattern. And if you think that you're going to make it okay by going, oh yeah, no problem, we'll make plans one more time and allow for a third time, I can tell you right now, I have not seen, this is the thing about counting, less times than, however you say this, I've seen this less times than I can count on one hand. I think I said that properly. You don't see the person turn around and make an effort by the third time. You're not only reinforcing their behavior by saying, oh, it's fine to, not make an effort at all. And you're setting the tone of the relationship long-term with that person. It doesn't matter what their attachment style is. It doesn't matter. It just, if you haven't met the person yet and they cancel once, it's okay. Life happens sometimes. Things come up. They really do. And it's not necessarily a reflection of the person not making an effort. If they cancel a second time, there is a very small chance that they really are going through a crazy time and something else came up that was big and it's coincidence. But that chance is so small that it's not worth banking on. And the message you give to another person when you go, oh, no problem, let's make plans at their time, is that you don't matter. And that I don't need to be respected. My time doesn't need to be respected. Me making plans doesn't need to be respected. It's fine. And there is only going to be a downhill spiral from that point forward. And you're setting off everything on the wrong foot. If the person really wants to make an effort, and if there really is coincidentally these two pieces of timing, they're only going to respect you for having boundaries in the dating phase of a relationship. So this isn't me saying you've been with somebody for 10 years and this happens, you already have this history and you know the person. I mean, if you haven't met the person yet. And so we have to be really careful in the dating phase. What messaging do we give? What do we show people about our boundaries? What do we make okay and not okay? And we really have to show up in the relationship to ourselves. And if you find yourself in a position where you're allowing these things to happen and it's okay and you keep making them okay, what you're going to see consistently is that people mirror back to you in your outside world the exact ways that you treat yourself in your inside world, okay, in your internal reality. If I'm respectful of my boundaries, I'm going to speak up for them, and naturally other people are going to respect them too. If I'm aware of my needs and I communicate them to other people, people are going to know them. And the people who want to make an effort in relationships and friendships, co-working relationships, family, romantic, whatever it might be, they're going to understand my needs and they're going to want to meet my needs and vice versa. And if we just go, oh, it's fine, I don't matter, and we keep ourselves small and we don't speak up and we don't set standards and boundaries for ourselves, and that is exactly what we will get back. So I know it might sound a little intense, like, oh, by the second time, I'm not saying be mad at the person. I'm not saying be hateful towards the person or be like angry or hold a grudge. No, like there's no point in doing that. That only keeps resentment in ourselves, right? We just store that resentment and that frustration. Don't give it meaning. Don't tell stories about it. Don't make the person bad or wrong. Just recognize that that person is telling you who they are through their actions much more than they will through their words. And at the end of the day, our time in person is what's going to count, not time over text message. You can text message anybody in the world for however long, however many months, years, whatever it might be. But unless you're actually getting that FaceTime in person, like that time to connect with somebody and really see them and really bond with them, that's the point of a relationship, is to have person to person connection. It's not supposed to be through the phone. That's a friendship. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. This was an important question I had, and I get this versions of these questions all the time in our like live webinars, all that kind of stuff. So let me know if you have any other questions about this topic or want to see more about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.